first, in Leicester, council property manager Steve has been called out to a one-bed flat where a tenant has died. It's his job to return the property to a rentable state as quickly as possible. He only has sketchy information from the police. This place could be horrible. And on first impression, it's about as bad as it gets.
This wall here it's awful. The mould that's built up on this wall, there's years worth of mould there. I've never seen mould build up on a wall like this.
As Steve ventures further into the flat, he realises that the mould problem is comparatively minor.
Well, the bathroom's completely full of rubbish. Yeah, I don't know what's under there. Bedroom looks pretty full of rubbish. Where his hands have been touching the doors, and whatever's on his hands is all over the doors and frames, and it looks to me like it's human feces on his hands that is just passing around the property. The living room's absolutely filthy. Black, yellow tar everywhere. There's obviously a heavy smoker. Floors are absolutely disgusting. This is one of the worst properties I've had to deal with, I think. Very rarely you get them this bad.
For Steve, this flat is going from bad to worse, and he's not even seen the kitchen.
The smell in the kitchen's getting a lot worse. It's something's rotten in here. It's a very disgusting smell.
The cooking area may be one thing, but there are a few more surprises left on the windowsill.
Oh, there's some teeth on here. He's pulled some teeth out by the looks of it. 3 or 4 teeth on the windowsill, mixed in with the blue bottles. I've never ever seen any teeth on a windowsill before. I've never found teeth in a property. Maybe false teeth, but not their real ones. He's obviously pulled the teeth out himself, probably while he's cooking his dinner or something.
The big problem for Steve is that his council staff are not trained to deal with such an extreme clean. He's going to have to call on the services of a specialist company to even stand a chance of eventually returning this property to the rental market. In Leicester, Steve has had no option but to call in extreme cleaners Dave and Graham to deal with the one-bed flat.
There's a lot of rodent droppings around, so there may be mice or rats in there. The floors and the walls are covered in human feces all over, where he's been wiping his hands on the light switches and stuff like that. It is pretty bad in there, so get suited up.
Another day at the office then.
After getting suited and booted, Dave and Graham can get in and check out the flat.
Very bad, isn't it?
Get some windows open, get some air in here, I think.
As always, the first thing to do is to get all the furniture out so they can get to grips with the clean-up.
What we're going to do is take a room at a time. I'm going to get all the big stuff out of this room, bag everything up, fold the carpet up, put it on the lorry. Then we're just going to start the kitchen. It's all the rooms by room, really.
Although these extreme cleans are commonplace for the boys, it still doesn't make it any easier for Dave to contemplate the daily life of the dead tenant.
To live like this, I don't know, it's just heartbreaking, really. Because it's just horrible. The whole house is just a mess.
After a while, the sitting room is looking a lot better, clear of furniture and the unsavoury carpet. Now it's on to the kitchen and the teeth on the windowsill.
That human's teeth?
He's pulled his own teeth out.
No.
That is amazing.
He's actually pulled the whole lot out, the roots and all. Look at that, escorts. Stylish and sophisticated ladies available for on-call areas. Look at that. That is some crisp net curtain, that is, isn't it?
As if the ornaments on the windowsill aren't bad enough, after making a start clearing the masses of rat droppings and detritus from the cupboards, Dave makes a disgusting discovery.
Oh, a dead rat. It's horrible. There's a boiler down there or some sort of heating system. And I was just cleaning the bottom of it out. It smells like human feces. First time I've ever smelt a dead rat, and it's not nice.
With the worst of the kitchen cleared, it's now on to what seems to be the bathroom, filled to the ceiling with black bin liners containing yet more rubbish. When eventually they clear the bags, the bathroom underneath is decidedly unpleasant.
State of that toilet.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely disgusting.
After the bathroom, the final room is the bedroom, stacked full of an array of boxes, old clothes and carrier bags. Now, having cleared a van load of furniture, the odd mattress and about 50 bin bags of rubbish, the boys can head down to the local dump and call it a day. But they'll be back in the next few days to embark on the deep clean. In Leicester, Dave is back to start the deep clean of the one-bed council flat. Today he's brought along Lee and the legend that is Showroom Rob. It's a nickname founded on a somewhat obsessive attitude towards cleaning. So the first thing Showroom tackles is the thick layer of nicotine coating the kitchen units.
Nicotine, yeah, you don't normally find it in the cupboards when the doors are closed. It's even in there. Must have been on about 1,000 fags a day.
After making short work of the nicotine stains, Rob, with his customary zeal, immediately volunteers for the bathroom.
I'm just about to get the faeces off the toilet, what's been plastered there for years by the looks of it.
For most of us, spending hours with our head down a loo would seem a terrible existence. But to Rob, it's oddly satisfying.
Other people would say it were an obsession, yeah, but I just like to make things look good. It's a challenge every day to do this. If I had a job where everything was clean, it wouldn't be boring, wouldn't it?
Within a matter of hours, Rob has worked his magic with the loo, and the rest of the flat ain't looking too bad either. Dave and his team are rightly proud of what they've done.
We've finished the bedroom now, which we're standing in, done the living room. Basically all that's left now is just to finish them, finish the hallway and a couple of cupboards. But we've broke the backbone really of it. We've done really good.
Now Steve from the council can get the flat refurbished and redecorated to get it back on the rental market in the next couple of weeks. It's Saturday night in London's West End, and as usual, it's party time for thousands of revellers. For Mitch, one of Westminster Council's most passionate enforcement officers, this is the start of the busiest night of the week.
Like any party, we have to make sure that the city's return back to a grade A standard in the morning before mum and dad get home.
While everyone else parties, it's Mitch's responsibility to keep the streets clear of all manner of illegally dumped rubbish. But tonight he's clamping down on street urination, which seems an inevitable result of over-exuberance.
We have a stream of urine here. You can see clearly in the doorways that this area has been abused.
But while Mitch phones for the flusher vehicle, his endeavours don't go unnoticed.
Finally, a saviour for London. I have stood here in disgust for so many years, watching people urinate up this street. I'm ashamed to say, this is London.
To the delight of the local resident, it's only a matter of minutes before the street flusher arrives and washes the alley clean. So far, it's been a typical Saturday night, but now the clubs are closing and the punters are worse for wear, things aren't improving.
Pop music! There we go, 5 million years of evolution and we've got pop music.
In Newman Passage, Mitch gets a result and catches an offender red-handed.
Did you not consider actually using the toilet before you left? Yeah, you need to plan ahead and think about that.
Mitch has the power to prosecute, with the consequences either being a fixed penalty fine or even a criminal record. So the offender has good reason to cooperate.
I take it from your accent you're a visitor in London.
Yeah, I just got here on Friday.
We expect you to respect and appreciate the country while you're here. I wouldn't go to North America and urinate on your doorstep. And apart from that, no one wants to actually see you, so with your tackle out.
Hey, sorry about that.
Please, if you need to use a public convenience, there's plenty of them in Westminster.
It's been a busy shift for Mitch dealing with the traditional problems of a Saturday night. But there's always the odd perk to the job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate all your hard work and effort.
Now Mitch can head home knowing that at least a couple of people during the evening appreciate his endeavours.